A bold vision begins with a dream and an illuminated path showing the way forward. Welcome to Vision QCMP, the Quantum Computing BioMedicine Program, spanning established and new foundations in quantum biology and biophysics to a more realistic model and physical architecture for quantum computing that also has strong applications for today's critical needs in the life sciences and the practice of medicine. This is a brief tour, and I am your guide, Martin. Think of me as your avatar for the next several minutes. Enjoy the experience, please. Sometimes a few changes in perspective make all the difference. Sometimes it is very beneficial to have an alternative, even unexpected, even unsolicited, and even undesirable perspective brought into once closed circles. Constant re-examination of first principles, natural law, and accepted theory is the very quintessence of doing science. What you are about to see is one of those different perspectives on life, the universe, everything. Focused primarily on a very specific area of activity pertaining to our health, safety, enjoyment, and future. This is about a new kind of organism in biology, in computing, in social networks, in business, economics, and finance. This is not a radical departure. It is not even unorthodox. It is simply a natural evolution that follows from the steps and leaps we have taken in mathematics, physics, biology, computer science, and in the medical arts and sciences, as well as from the paths in which our society has progressed into new forms of commerce, finance, and socio-economic responsibility. The Quantum Computing BioMedicine Program, the QCMP, is like a diamond. It is valuable in many respects, and making it into a precious gem requires special attention, skill, dedication, and perseverance. There are many people and minds and activities which come together into the QCMP as it is now being implemented as a real program of research and later practical engineering and application development. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 2015. A city and a community known for excellence and achievement in science, technology, engineering, art, mathematics, STEAM, S-T-E-A-M, organically, cohesively, intentionally whole. Business, capital, commerce, and profitability are in this model today, definitely. Very classical and also very revolutionary. Companies that support the QCMP because of their high profitability business model and the commercialization of technologies that feed into the QCMP and later are enhanced by the research currently underway in the QCMP. Projects that extend beyond the range of many persons' imaginations, but with important impact for our world, indeed, for our entire planet. Breakthrough research, applications, and products to put into the hands of physicians, nurses, astronauts, soldiers, bankers, and most definitely children too. Things in this world for our tomorrows, but starting right now, for our needs of today. And at the heart and center of it, some things to do with quantum physics, biology, and computing, starting with those few changes in perspective that make all the difference. Alternative, unexpected, unsolicited, and even undesirable, at first glance, first touch. Sometimes that which is a gem comes wrapped in sand or dirt and without any bows or ribbons. With some element of the mysterious and strange, because this is the nature of what are often disruptive breakthrough discoveries, and departures from the status quo in thinking and in paradigms, even of basic science and medicine. A new kind of organism in biology, in computing, in social networks of all types, in business, economics, and finance. Multiple products and services in the commercial sector that are all entirely part of one singular and organically cohesive product and business. The roots of quantum biology and quantum computing come from transformations in thinking about the fundamentals of physics well over a century ago. Over time, and with help from a few bold individuals who dared to stand out from the pack, and even to dance and shout about the new way of understanding our universe, there came the foundations. Experience the enjoyable and pleasurable, the adventure and mystery, the rewards and benefits, in the depth and complexity of what often seems very serious and difficult. From theoretical investigations that often seem to some to be very speculative and impractical, came a building momentum of discovery and innovation in the mathematics, the physics, and the computing science, paving the way for many contemporary projects that have demonstrated experimentally and practically the potentials for quantum computing, albeit often from the standpoint of approximation, simulation, and limited capabilities for expansion beyond the lab and the world of prototypes. However, recent decades, with advances in experimental instrumentation and the capacity for observation and measurement, have very strongly advanced quantum biology and also quantum computing in many respects. The QCMP builds upon the best and oldest and most reliable and stable forms of quantum computing that are ever to be found in our universe, namely those implementations in nature herself, in living, pulsing, breathing organisms, in life itself. This is where the QCMP has come from, where it works, and where it is headed. Theory plus experiment, directed toward realistic design and implementation. The QCMP draws upon research in many specific areas of study, and it draws upon research by several individuals and groups that have produced viable foundation stones for a different type of quantum computer, a trans-Turing machine that is not as restrictive or limited as certain early experimental architectures, and capable of improved, reliable, stable interaction with conventional electronics and computing. Theory, coupled with sound, established, well-demonstrated biology, structural and molecular biology, with serious attention paid over the past decade and going forward now to certain classes and types of interactions, intracellular dynamics and signaling, structural proteins within viruses, and the role of solitons in energy transfer, including self-assembly processes within large macromolecular structures. Bringing all of this together has not only taken years, but it is still quite incomplete, with much remaining to be done before there is a biologically inspired quantum computing machine. Or will it even be appropriate to call this type of computer a machine? Indeed, this brings us deeply into the domain of synthetic biology and synthetic, or so-called artificial, intelligence. Peruse some of the key points here, slowly, and come back again to read these and other slides in greater detail. All of this is available, by the way, in the form of presentations, overviews, papers, abstracts, and other materials, primarily through the QCMP portal, to which limited open public access is given and provided at the end of this video. Where is all this happening? Where is the QCMP now going to have its physical home base? In Minneapolis, Minnesota, and with several existing planned and intended affiliations, collaborations, and unions of people, minds, projects, and institutions. As you will learn progressively, there is not only a strong component of application engineering and commercialization linked with the QCMP, but also education spanning all groups and types, including emphasis upon youth in pre-college schools. Yes, quantum computing has no age limits. Even quantum mechanics and quantum computers can make serious things in life be more entertaining and fun. And we build upon the premise that education should also have elements of excitement, entertainment, and fun. So much in life, in science, and certainly in quantum physics, biology, and computing, can seem like a heap of jigsaw puzzle pieces, with no picture to follow for easier assembly. However, with the right attitudes and perspectives, things do become more coherent, organized, and systematic. This all comes from teamwork, people working together to solve the puzzles that can be more than any one individual or group can master alone. The result is something like coherent quantum entanglement, but not only inside the machines, but within the team and the community building those things. The QCMP does not stand alone. It is intended to be linked with, supported by, and also to feed into and support as well a family of current and future products for, yes, the mass market, and not just an exclusive few. This is where partner companies such as Tetradyne come into the picture, helping to enable, support, and extend the work of research programs such as the QCMP. The Quantum Computing BioMedicine Program is all about basic research and implementation of realistic, practical, common use, and wide application technology, a true trans-Turing machine employing quantum computing that is based upon biology, biophysics, molecular biology, drawing in and later serving genomics and bioinformatics and the clinical life sciences in very precise ways. Tetradyne and QXC, pronounced QXC, are vehicles for QCMP technology to reach the world of application and business. These are the bridges into sustainable, open-ended, and evolutionary commercialization, all serving essential long-term needs in medicine and health, in safety and security, in energy and environment, in space exploration, and even planetary defense. The program is intended to serve many interests within the life sciences, physical sciences, clinical and pharmaceutical research and development communities. Tetradyne is one of the private companies now coming into the fore as a vehicle to enable the QCMP to attain precisely those objectives. Branching out to serve both consumers and companies with products today, Tetradyne's product line does not require today any quantum computing algorithms or hardware. But tomorrow, in their next generational versions, several of those products will specifically incorporate and use what is coming from the QCMP. Asterisk, mentioned earlier, is a unique space science and space engineering program that will most definitely employ quantum computing and today's supercomputing resources. some tasks in space, as well as on Earth, really will require quantum computers. QXC, is a private company that is in gestation and incubation, designed to commercialize certain technologies that will emerge over the coming years from the QCMP. QXC will produce quantum computing devices, and indeed some of them will change the way we do and perform several aspects of medicine, especially in diagnostic and predictive areas for physical disease and also in psychiatry. But QXC also has something in the works today that will change dramatically such a seemingly different set of functions as cybersecurity for electronic health records and the very process of performing electronic financial transactions as an individual customer or as a financial institution. This is nothing short of mind-boggling to hear and think about all of this at one and the same time. Therefore, take your time. Synergy, symbiosis, synthesis, symmetry. These are not just abstract concepts, but very tangible, real things for people and our world. Intelligent wearable devices and software that connect and work as, well, a real organism, a whole, to enable and to empower our personal and community health, security, energy, environment, and doing it in ways that can be engaging and entertaining. That keeps people attracted, attentive, and enabled. Enjoy and even be lightly amused by some things regarding quantum bio and quantum computing. Serious things in life can also be light and entertaining. From a light sense of mind can come the attention and attraction that leads youth into new channels and careers in the sciences. From the game, there arises the desire to learn more and then to do, to try, to make. From computer games and virtual reality environments like Minecraft come purposive and positively well-received illustrations such as QCraft that provide real edutainment about what is quantum physics and how it can be used in many fields. There are indeed ways to serve and to advance the needs of the many without sacrificing the wants of the few or the one. We have worked hard and long to build strong foundations and truly exceptional tools, and even tool sets, mathematical, in software, in devices, in biology. From all of this, there are now, and will be increasingly, things for everyone in our daily lives. This is a path to sustainable profitability as well for the economic engines needed to carry forward a truly transgenerational initiative, a new kind of Manhattan Project, as some have referred to the QCMP. Enjoy what is being prepared by very creative chefs in a fine kitchen for all of us to partake. Experience what has been built and is being brought now and set up in the middle of America, in Minneapolis, and with doors wide open for accessibility by all who want to seriously collaborate and participate. Thank you very much for your attention and interest. Thank you and welcome. The doors are open. The work is all set to begin in earnest for the benefit of all of us.